those people who just came on YouTube, oh wow, it's a little bit low, so excuse me, I'm going to bring it higher a little bit. For those those guys just came on YouTube, the slides are in the description. Please go download it. For those who are in Facebook, it's slides plus one. Okay, yes. And I'll be frank with you, a lot of the materials are all saved on YouTube, on 1M65 channel. You can type 1M65 YT plus one to go to my YouTube channel. It's a lot more discoverable, safe, more orderly. In Facebook, it's a bit complicated. I run all over the place. Cool. Okay, huge blast of likes to promote the video. Same for YouTube as well. And I'll start. Okay. Yes. Now, if you have only 2 minutes, okay, if you have only 2 minutes, this is what I will tell you what I've done. Okay. So, those who have the slides, please download it, okay, and let me know. The high levels of my talk today is basically I fired another shot, okay, fired another shot. This is my first shot at Nasdaq since the major crash happened. I fired $50,000 into it, okay, and this is still part of my nibbling strategy. I've saved quite a lot of dry powder for it, nibbling strategy, okay. 50K into it. The next time, fire 50, I may fire 20, I may fire 10, I may fire another 50, it depends, okay. I probably won't fire too many 100s. Sometimes I fire 100 when I feel that the dash is too high, but I'll fire in multiples of 10s and 50, max 100 or things like that. So I'm going in, in a nibbling strategy, okay. Before I buy. Tonight I was about to go in, then it went up again. Okay. Cool. Okay. If you guys are ready, let me know. Okay. So for you guys are ready on Facebook, let me know. So for those who are on Facebook Premium, sorry you came in for finance talk. But for you who want to shop, the 7% store-wide discount, probably by mistake, okay, of Shopee. But please go and redeem your vouchers. For the rest, I'm going to do a finance talk. You guys have downloaded the slides. Let me know we are ready to start. I'll start. Okay. So yeah, okay, and then what I'll do is I'll answer some questions, okay, because this is the first time I'm demonstrating that I'm firing a shot into Nasdaq. You probably have questions like, what the hell is Nasdaq? Okay, is Nasdaq safe, Nasdaq? And then some of you might have a question like, wow, recently the Bitcoin lao sai, man, some of the coins like Lunar coin went down by 90%, some people went bankrupt overnight, this and that. If you guys have a question there, I'm happy to share with you my view. I'm not an expert in the area, but I'm happy to share with you my view as well, okay? And more importantly, the implication. Okay, Cedric is ready to start, okay? You guys are ready, please sound me off. Okay, you guys got the slide ready? And ready, please sound me off as well, okay? Yeah. This is not exactly dollar cost averaging, okay? Not exactly dollar cost averaging. This is buying on the dip. Buying on the dip. So this strategy is called buying on the dip. And I will expand to say this is buying on the crash. Yeah, not buying on dip. This is not a dip anymore. It's a freaking crash. Okay. Yeah. Yes, this time I buy using cash. So and the simple reason is that Nasdaq you can't buy on using CPF or SRS. Yeah. So if you guys already sound me off, and I'll push the go ahead, okay? Okay, iLink is ready. Just make sure that more people are ready. Yeah, I have no idea why the internet is having some problem on YouTube, okay? Okay, sorry guys, yeah, on YouTube, yes, okay, cool. Thank you, okay. All right, okay, good, okay. Those on YouTube, just now you went off for a little while, so apologies. I don't know what happened to the internet. This one seems giving me some problem. Yeah. Okay, let's go, shall we? Okay, yeah. Okay. Those on YouTube, I don't know whether you guys are ready. If you guys are ready, please say you're ready so that I can start as well. Yes. Okay. So the high levels of tonight's talk is that I fired one more shot into the Nasdaq 100 ETF for the first time, okay? The disclaimer, I'm just describing to you what I am doing. I didn't tell you what you should do, okay? And this is not meant to be investment advice. I'm just relating my experience. It's more for education, entertainment, and not as a stock guidance, okay? Please go do your homework and do your research properly, okay? Cool. All right. So, um, so this is the screen capture of my investment into the Nasdaq. The ETF is called QQQ. Okay, and I have fired about. I bought about 131 shares, each of them about $299. So roughly come about 50,000 US, 50,000 Sing. Okay, so this is a first shot in. Okay, and I think that was bought about 2 days ago. Okay, and I'm prepared to move in more. Okay, and just a bit of snapshot of where things are, and I'll describe to you why I went in. More importantly, the logic behind why I'm going in. And for some people, like, what the hell is the Nasdaq? Right? I'm also happy to share with some of you. Okay, but just a quick snapshot where it is today. Okay, yep. So the S&P 500 has declined about 18% today. 18% S&P 500. It is quite for year to date. It is quite a lot. We say now. Is it fierce? Is it like catastrophic? No. Yeah. No. But that it could go down some more. Yes. But it may not go down some more. So it's really hard to say, right? Unless you have the foresight of God, or you're very lucky. It's really very difficult and maybe even impossible to catch the lowest point. Okay. Now, I'm not a good stock analyst. I'm an economist, but I can't tell. Okay, with precision, And I love it when some people tell me, wow, they draw certain chart and say, this is the point. Up to the decimal place, and I said, this is where you should go. Okay, I can't tell whether they're right or wrong, right? So, but I do know the S&P. I do know the simple freaking logic. Buy things when they are at a discount. Common sense, right? Okay. But the reverse tend to happen with people. I don't understand. They buy when the whole market is chonging, okay, and when it crash, they sell. Right? So for years after years after years, what is the slide? Okay, for years after years after years, I've been exactly I exactly follow a simple thing. Crash when things are cheap, you buy. Right? Okay, when things are cheap, you buy. For those who are on YouTube, the link is in the description. Okay, in the description. Okay, so it's for simple reason, right? So like for example, premium mall today there's a 7%, probably by accident. You should go buy things from the shop because 7% is hard to get. Similarly, this kind of crashes for me is hard to get. Okay, so when it happens like this, I get very excited. Okay, where everybody tend to panic, I get whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah. Okay, someone asked another question. Yes. Okay, everyone please give a like, otherwise Mr. Lu will nag. I want you all to be afraid of my nagging. Yes. Okay, cool. Yes, no rational government want recession if they can avoid. Yes, surely government will work things out. Well, to some extent the government will try to work things out, but there's a limit to what the government can do as well. Okay, but interestingly, while we are looking at the S&P 500, okay, on the other hand, the Nasdaq, okay, the Nasdaq 100, okay, has crashed terribly. Okay, it has crashed 28%. 28% is a lot, 28%, okay, year to date. And the Nasdaq crashed by 28%, and within the Nasdaq is made up of a lot of tech stocks, high tech stocks, okay? And the single biggest reason why the Nasdaq got hit a lot worse than the S&P 500 is because the high tech stocks, the earnings are futuristic, meaning they are projecting a lot of earnings, bigger earnings in future, and when interest rate rises, the discounting of those future earnings get a lot worse, okay? And as a result, we call the present value, which is what the current value right now is a lot lesser. Okay, so therefore the Nasdaq get hit a lot worse. Okay, but why is Mr. Lu so gutsy at this juncture to go and go and when everybody crashing like crazy, Mr. Lu go and buy? For two reasons. I've always been a contrarian investor. I just cannot figure out the logic that you buy when the prices are high and you sell when the prices are low. Okay, right? You buy things when things are cheap, and you don't buy things when things are expensive, right? Commonsensical. That's why I've always been a deal hunter, and this goes for the logic as I'm trying to look for businesses, look for shares when prices are cheap. Yeah, I'm also going to Middle East. I'm going to Middle East this weekend because there's potentially a deal over there. Yeah, so we're all going hunting for all this kind of deal. So I think it's what we should do when there are great opportunity like the 7%. Okay, I better let you all know because B asked me to let you all know. Okay, but anyway, one great news, okay, to me is that the inflation start to have signs of taming down. Okay, taming down. If you look at the headlines yesterday, the CPI of the US came out. Okay, hey, why nowadays no people give like can you please, hello, I'm gonna nag non-stop on this. Okay, it promotes the algorithm to push. Yeah, please. Okay, isn't it great news, right? The inflation started signs of taming down. The headlines from CBS News is inflation slows down first time in 9 months. Just came out the news, yeah. And then inflation slows down last month for the first time since August. Inflation shows signs slows in April after 7 months of gains. Isn't that great? Isn't that great? Yeah, inflation showing. So from 8.5%, you have dropped to 8.3%. And although it is more than what the expectation of people are hoping that it's 8.1, but unfortunately it's 8.3, but it seems to have signs of slowing down. And it's a great news. It's a great news, right? Very few people saw this news, in its greatness, right? It's incredible news, and I really expected it. When they expected it, 2 days ago, I gave a talk. Remember, I told you that economic shocks are self-correcting, didn't I? Who attended the talk that day? Say me. I attended the talk. What did I say? I say that economic shocks are self-correcting in nature. And that's how, I don't know whether God designed this way or somehow just nature. When there's let's go through the logic again, okay? When this is great news, so continue to give a lot of love. This is great news, right? Okay, thank you, right? Roger, David, yeah. Okay, Candy, all these people, okay. Nailin, yes, David, everybody remember. So let's listen to the logic again, okay? When there's inflation, okay, it leads to stock market crash. No, sorry, when it's inflation, it leads to high interest rate hike. Cedric, you are so good. Cedric says this, inflation causes interest rate hike, which causes recession, okay? And then reduced demand causes deflation. Cedric, outstanding, okay? Cedric, give me write to my email luchengchuan@gmail.com. I'll give you a like and share price, okay? Not like, I'll give you a special price, okay? So I say again, when there's inflation, it leads to interest rate rises. Interest rate rises lead to stock market crash. Then it causes recession. The recession causes demand to go down. Demand to go down. Then demand goes down, causes prices to go down. Okay, prices go down, interest rate goes down, self-correcting. It's happening. 2 days ago I say that, right? 2 days ago I say that. Okay, yes. Not that Mr. Lu is some guru. Okay, yeah. Okay. That means that I really study economics. Yeah. Okay. Some people think I house one, Yeah. Really study, first class honors, Yes. I bragging my first class honors because it's damn difficult to get. You all attended my talk on how I get my first class honors, right? Some of y'all. Yes. The first class honors damn difficult to get, I worked damn hard for it, okay? If you all remember my story, it's actually very, very interesting. First class honors, how I get it. I didn't say that I study hard, I worked damn hard for it, okay? Yes, but that's the story for another news. If you're interested, I can talk about it tonight, okay? Yes, okay, so something very interesting happened yesterday as well, okay? Which I think is a good news for stock market, okay? In the long run, good news for stock market in the long run. Yeah, your thesis, Cecilia remembers, okay? Yes. Yesterday there is a crypto coin called Luna. Yesterday it collapsed 98%. Okay, Luna collapsed 98%. If I'm not wrong, the company is registered in Singapore, no? It sent a huge shockwave in the entire crypto, okay? And there is this thing called a stable coin, which I think is called, and I'm not very good at it. I need my I need my mentee who is an expert in this. Okay, but anyway, there was a stable coin called UST, if I'm not wrong. There's linked to it. So it was linked. Okay, it was UST is supposed to be a stable coin. That means there's a pact between the coin and the US dollar. Okay, and I think it got speculative attack. Okay, and the pact broke and a crash. Okay, it crashed so badly that it was trading from it was crashed very badly, you know, and a lot of people lost a lot of money with that collapse of the lunar coin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and a lot of other, and there's a lot of others, you know, okay, also crashed. Angela asked a question: do I buy lunar 98% upside? Try this. A lot of people cannot work out this mathematics, okay? A lot of people cannot work out this mathematics. Someone bought $10,000 of Luna, okay? Let's say a month ago. It has crashed to left with maybe 2%. Now someone today go and buy Luna again, okay? And put $10,000 inside. And Luna from what is left, it is that 2% crashed to zero. Who lost more money? A lot of people cannot work out this mathematics. A lot of people cannot work out this mathematics. So the guy who bought it Luna at with $10,000 crashed and left 2%, okay? And then someone came in and invested another 2%, invest another $10,000, and from the 2% went to zero. Who lost more money? Okay, who lost more money? Okay. The second one, jialat, the second person. Okay. A lot of people cannot work out this mathematics. Some of you already cannot work out this mathematics. Okay. Who lost more money? This guy invests, okay, here, it crashed to 2%, okay. This guy invests here and then it crashed, but both went at $10,000, okay. This guy sold here as well. Arguably, this guy lost a little bit more, but both person lost everything, $10,000. Yes, not a lot of people cannot figure out this mathematics. So therefore, you cannot say, of course, this guy maybe have a little bit left, okay, but roughly both lost about the same money, okay, lost about the same money, okay. So you cannot say that, oh, the price has gone down by so much and therefore I go buy now, okay. I can assure you buy $10,000 right now, you crash to zero, you also lose 10,000, okay. So similarly, when you look at something, you cannot, but I'm very concerned that you're buying things that have what we call existential risk. Okay, I don't mind buying things that's volatility risk, which means that even if it, I know one day you will continue to go up. I buy things only that compounds. I don't mind the volatility risk. I don't like it. Okay, but I don't mind. But I don't want existential risk. What has existential risk? Crypto has existential risk, okay? Crypto has existential risk, okay? For Nasdaq to crash to zero, it requires that 100 companies in Nasdaq, Apple, Google, Facebook, Netflix, and all these are all to crash to zero. Can you tell me when that day will happen, right? That means you require Soviet to fire every nuclear bomb and all the nuclear bomb fall on the HQ of the company, right? So therefore, you know, it is cannot click slide +1. I don't know why. Can you get slide +1? Okay, right, cool. Okay, I don't know why. Okay, but it's in the slide as well. Okay, on YouTube. So let me continue. So it is. My take is that is this good or bad? Okay, in the short term, it's going to be bad for everybody. A lot of fear, more fear in the market. It is good in the sense that more fear drives down some of these things, okay. But when it drives down the stock, when it drives down some of this stock market, I can pick up a cheap price. But why I say it is actually good in the long run, then a lot of people with investable money won't go and dabble with this thing anymore, because this thing got existential risk, you know, can die. People see for the first time, wapiang, can really die. The stable coin is not so stable anymore. It means sai, right? Yeah, stable coin. Okay. So I have a mentee who is an expert in this thing. Luckily, he pulled out in time. He lost a bit of money, but from a stable coin, but he pulled out in time. I'm quite happy for him. Yeah, he's made a 7-digit in crypto, but it is still scary. Okay, it is still scary. So I think that in the long run, having this kind of crisis will educate the market. There's no way you can educate someone until he get burned. Who agree with that statement? There's no way you can educate someone until you get burned. You know, kids are like that, okay? And unfortunately, adults are like that as well. You tell a kid, don't touch the iron, it's very hot, don't touch the iron, very hot, very hot. You know what they do? From that day onwards, you'll never go and touch the iron again. Agree? Okay? Agree? Yes. I saw you in the MRT poster. Congratulations to you. What is there to congratulate about? Yeah. Okay. It's just marketing. There's nothing to congratulate about. Yeah. Okay. Yes. So therefore, yeah. Until Karen said, "Yup, you won't." Until you get burned, you won't understand the pain. Exactly. Right. Until you get. Yeah. Okay. So same thing. You tell the crypto experts, so-called experts there. Very dangerous, diversify. They will never believe, say, I don't understand, you too old-fashioned. Okay lah, hold lah. Mr. Lu! This kind of thing. 跟你讲的你不相信, right? Okay? Yes. Right? Cool. Okay? Super hard not to panic sell all the stocks right now. It is the great Singapore sale equivalent right now for me. Yeah. Okay? I'm just holding back, trying not to buy everything at one go. Yeah, just, it's... to a man armed with a hammer, everything looks like a nail. To a man with a lot of dry powder waiting for this day to come, when it comes, you just feel like freaking slamming everything because everything looks like a nail, right? So therefore, it is something that I think. It's something that I think it is good to let everybody have a bet. Now, I'm not sure whether crypto is all bad. I see a lot of bad comments here. Okay, I don't think crypto is all bad. There is a time and place for blockchain. There is a time and place for blockchain. There's a time and place for crypto. There's a time for all this kind of thing. Okay, it's just an evolution of technology. One day there'll be some stability. Okay, it's probably too early to say it's all evil or all bad whatsoever. Okay, but I think being burned will make everybody a lot more stable. Then it'll be less speculative and less gambling, and the evolution will change to something more constructive. Okay, how constructive it is, I don't know. Okay, but that will be an evolution to say. So I think this evolution is good. So now a lot of people, those gambling, so-called gambling money in crypto, they will now throw into. Where do they throw into? They throw into the next gambling asset, which is the high-tech stock, my opinion. And high-tech stock is going to be the Nasdaq, right? So, yes. So I'm in the opinion, yeah, Cedric, you're right, equities, right? So I'm the opinion that it is actually it's actually a good thing in the long run. Okay, is it better to hold and wait for market to recover? The recovery, what is there to buy? Yeah. So I mean, that's me. Okay. Okay, so I think it's a good sign when all these things happen. It is exciting sign all this is happening. Okay, another thing right now, I tell you guys, I walk a lot, right? Every day. Okay, I walk about 10-12 kilometers a day, exercise and walk. Okay, and those days I make a lot of business calls. I call my founders, I call my staff, I do everything, manage everything, call partners and things like that. But one thing I do a lot is that I watch a lot of YouTube videos. Okay, yes. Okay, so something interesting. It was extremely pessimistic for the last few months. Now, if you watch it carefully, more and more analysts are now describing this whole thing with a lot more optimism. Okay, not totally, but a lot more optimism. Right. So more and more analysts are getting optimistic about the market, right? These are screenshots of YouTube videos I watch. Okay, I'll just read the headlines to you, okay? The title to you, okay? US Bank said that investors should now stay put in their equity position. Okay, that's 3 hours ago, okay? PPG CEO Michael McGlary said that we are certainly seeing inflation level off. That's a good sign, right? Who else say that? Another guy called Mark something, I don't know, he's probably a fund manager, another big shot. He says that S&P 500 are likely to move lower, but this is a good time for bargains. They say, they say one, okay? And then Bloomberg, JP Morgan says that, Santos said that, invest based on Fed soft landing. Okay, he thinks that there'll be a Federal Reserve will have what we call a soft landing, and as a result, it is a great time to invest. So, I'm not the only one that is increasingly optimistic. Okay, yes, right. So, for those who have thrown money into crypto, where got money left now? Oh, they have got lots of money. Trust me, a lot of them make a hell of money, and if those who are smart one has actually diversified some of them out, like my mentee. Okay, yeah, millions and millions of dollars. Yes, I've seen that. Okay, so therefore, with all this thing in perspective, okay, I actually do a calculated risk. I think it's a good time for me to start moving into the Nasdaq. Okay, yes. Sorry, something went in my eye. Okay, so I've unloaded one chunk. I don't know what's the Nasdaq right now. Is it up or down? My phone is here, so I cannot check the price. Yesterday it went down again. I think today there's a bit of rebound. Interestingly, another sign when you see whether there's panic is when the bonds and the equities, if they dip together, there's panic in the market. But when they start going opposite direction, right? So now I saw that while the equities goes down, but the bonds went up. So that logic is working right now. So it's actually now in the correct direction, which means panic, okay, has gradually departed from the market. Not a lot, okay. Of course, there could be some shocks whatsoever. So sanity are now being restored in the market, which I think is a good sign. Okay. So QQQ is 290. I bought at 298. So if it goes down somewhere, I'll buy. Okay. Endowus does not offer Nasdaq. Okay, and does not Endowus. So I think this fluctuation continue. I think there's still some room for it to go down. It crash further, I buy some more. Crash further, I buy some more. Crash further, I buy some more. Right? If just there's nothing to be happy about. Right? Why is 50k? Okay. Yes. So each dip that I historically has gone down over the last few dip, most of them I went in like that. Okay. Yes. So I hope you understand the logic of why I'm gone into. Okay. I'm not telling you that you should go in. Please don't get a mistake. But I'm saying I am going. A lot of you ask me, Mr. Lu, when you go inside, must remember tell me. Tell already lah. Okay. Right. So I think this one. Let me just do a few quick slides to tell you what exactly is the Nasdaq. Okay. I think what on earth is the Nasdaq 100? I think it's important for me to give a quick view. Okay. First of all, the Nasdaq 100. Okay, it's a narrower composition of the Nasdaq Composite Index. It tracks the 100 largest company that's listed on the Nasdaq Stock Exchange. Okay, so it is very good companies. Okay, it's very good companies. The Nasdaq itself has gone up. If you track from inception till now, I think the compound annual growth rate is something like 15% or something like that. Okay, what on earth can give you 15%? All right, so it is very high. It's very, very high. Remember, at 4% on SA, really, wow, drooling, right, salivary. This is 15%, but it comes with huge fluctuation. And the only way I combat huge fluctuation is to make sure that I buy during crashes, right? Okay, yes. Yes, thanks, Zach. Okay, yeah, give a like to this video. Now I've got 400 people inside. Less than half of you have given a like. Why you also stingy with the likes in YouTube, right? Okay, in Facebook they're a lot more generous. All right, cool. So it is very important. It's very important that we understand that the Nasdaq is a compounding asset. Okay, I didn't tell you to go and buy QQQ. I say I buy. I didn't tell you to buy. Okay, please don't say Mr. Lu tell you to buy. Okay, thank you. Thanks for smashing the like button. Okay, so it is very important for you to realize that the Nasdaq is a compounding asset. with a huge return, but in exchange, it comes with a huge volatility, okay? So this is the Nasdaq. You see the graph, it goes up like that over years. Are there big dips? Yes, there are big dips. You look at the history, in 2001, there was a huge crash, huge mega crash. The tech bubble burst, okay? That was the worst. But since then, it recovered and gone from strength to strength, okay? It took many years to reach there, but it gone from strength to strength. The next, we are now in 2000 and in COVID, it was a huge crash and then recovered. Now we're in the next crash, okay? So all big crashes, but I have this common sense logic that I buy things when it crash, right? This one I'm probably taught by my grandparents, yeah, okay. Why do I look at year to date? Just for illustration of what it has crashed from the peak till now, okay? Because the Yahoo Finance thing cannot show from the peak easily. Maybe I don't know how to do it, okay? I just bought at 290, now below 2 or 280, okay? How many tranche should I buy? Do we want to buy QQQ? Whatever it takes, yeah, just spread it out, okay? So the annualized return of the Nasdaq is very high, okay? It's very high. You look at it, sometimes it go negative, but most of the years it is green. Are there red? Yes, they are red, okay? But when it's green, it's very green. When it's red, it's also very red. But the red are not that a lot, but it can go very deep. So, but someone said, no, Mr. Lu, you wait until you crash to 50%. Sure hit one. The other side, Mr. Lu, you wait until you crash to 70%. This time, sibei jialat, bao si crash 7%. Then you buy. I calculated it, sure hit one. Okay, I check the win. Yeah, sibei kiang. A lot of people damn smart. They always come to me with this kind of statement. Okay, okay. How you know? Yeah, how you know? Yes, how you know, right? So therefore, Mr. Lu not as smart as you. Mr. Lu, when it crash, I buy a bit. Crash, you buy a bit. Crash, you buy a bit. Yeah. Okay. Yes. When it's green, it's very green. Yes. So yeah. Okay. So comparing now, some people say, hey, suddenly like Nasdaq, what? How does it compare to the S&P 500? Okay, I'll give you a bit of story right now. The Nasdaq 100, okay, is has much higher volatility than S&P 500. I put them side by side for you to take a look. It's kind of difficult to see on the picture here, but the S&P 500 is this side and the Nasdaq is this side. The graph are not drawn to scale, but the maximum downside here is about 38%. This side is a 40%. Okay, so the Nasdaq can go a lot more worse. So logically, someone will ask me this question, and I'll anticipate this. So I'll say now, how much to put in the Nasdaq? How much to put in the S&P 500? Right? Okay, there's no right or wrong. I asked my Sifu on this question. Okay, but one smart thing that he actually taught me was this. Look at the S&P 500 on the total market cap and look at the Nasdaq on the total market cap, okay? And then you know the relative scale. Another one is, can someone do me this analysis? I haven't got time to do it, shit busy. Maybe you take a look at SPY, okay, SPY, and look at the market cap of SPY. And then you look at QQQ and take a look at the market cap of QQQ and compare the market cap of two. There are alternatives to SPY. SPY is the S&P 500 ETF, and the QQQ is the ETF of the Nasdaq. Just give a relative. That will give you a feel of how much to. So in short, more money. I should put more money in S&P 500 and less money into Nasdaq because this one damn scary. Yeah, this side a lot more safer. Okay. At one point in time, my Nasdaq portfolio grew so much, I became greedy and keep it there. I should have rebalanced to S&P 500, but I didn't. Yeah, okay, SPY, 350 billion, okay. What about QQQ? Okay, I don't know, I'm just, I never, yeah. Oh, QQQ, I don't know, someone can give me, someone said same, okay. Can someone, okay, QQQ 112, oh, 112, okay. So it's about about three times the difference. So maybe that's a good yardstick where I should follow is every $3 I put in the S&P 500, maybe I put $1 into the Nasdaq. Isn't both move about same upwards? They move generally in the same direction, but way different in the degree. Okay, way different in the degree. Okay, QQQ is 112. Okay, someone tell me the SPY. Maybe you can put. There are also alternatives to SPY. So yes. Yes, B is fine today. She's in the washroom, I think, right now, watching. Yeah, taking a break. We're all taking holiday break. Okay. Yes. All right. Cool. Okay. So you understand. So this is one kung fu that my seafood taught me, which I think I should follow, but I didn't follow. This time around, I lost a lot of the dips in the Nasdaq, but you know, I will recover it. Okay. So SPY 351 billion. Okay, so it's about 3 times difference, roughly speaking, 3 times different, and that's a good yardstick. Okay, 3:1. Okay, but there are a lot more. There are a lot more alternatives to QQQ. There are a lot more alternatives to SPY as well. Okay, so from there, you know, but this is probably a good yardstick. Okay, PL Lee say no sound. Okay, I think something's wrong with your phone rather than mine. Okay, cool. So the Nasdaq composition stock, okay, the Nasdaq composition stock is largely made of this, and this was an old slide already, but you still roughly ballpark around the same. I'll just read to you. Apple consists about 10%, Microsoft 10%, Google about 8%, Facebook, Tesla, and all this. You add all this big stock together, I think you'll make up about 30-40%. If you add PayPal, all this, you know, all the high tech stocks all together, you will take up a lot, about 55%. Okay, so generally the Nasdaq is all high tech stock. High tech stocks earnings are futuristic. Remember, futuristic cash flow when discounted by high interest rate get lesser. That is why when the inflation goes up, interest rate goes up, high tech stock get hit faster. Okay, and that's why it's crashing like crazy. Yes. Today I met up with a company, a Hong Kong company called iClick. It's an advertising media company. Whoa, the share price in Nasdaq has collapsed by 90%. Okay, in this crash, right? So I met the president and I thought it was quite interesting. Okay, yeah. So I'll tell you more about the encounter another day. But really, you know, it is not uncommon to see this kind of crash. Will the S&P 500 drop back to pre-COVID price? Okay, I don't know. Okay, I don't know. I'm not God. Okay, but I do know that it's a compounding asset, and that's why I'll go up. Okay, yes. So therefore, someone said, should you buy S&P 500 and Nasdaq? Let me say what I think is a good Kueh Lapis investment structure. Okay. A Kueh Lapis investment structure is, number one, form a solid financial safety net with your CPF first. That one's a passy without no big wind come, storm come, I will still hold freaking strong there. Okay. Then from there it moves up. Then I'll take on S&P 500 first. Then after I build a S&P 500, then I dabble into Nasdaq. Okay, in a lesser amount. Maybe a good yardstick, okay, 3:1, 5:1, I don't know, but generally the more stable it is, you should have more. More unstable, maybe you should have less. And then other than that, then I start building all my business layer and things like. Charlie, good evening to you. So with this investment structure, okay, I think it is how I structure it now. How to start buying a Nasdaq using CPF or cash? You can only buy using cash Nasdaq. I don't think CPF is allowed. Too much fluctuation. Okay, yes. So therefore, these are slides I copied from the internet. Okay, and I'll read to you what's the advice that they give. Okay, if you want to capture, I'm just reading off. If you want to capture the gains of a broad-based index and market with slightly more certainty and less volatility, then S&P 500 is your best bet. If you want greater exposure to tech stock, enjoy a high return at a significantly higher volatility, then investment in a Nasdaq composite link product like a QQQ, for example, would be a good choice. Okay, so as you can see from there, sorry, there's one slide. There's a yesterday slide. Sorry, I'll jump on. there are many Nasdaq 100 ETFs. The one I bought is QQQ, but there are a lot more alternatives to that. Okay, just like there's a lot of S&P 500 S&P 500 ETFs as well. So I did not recommend a particular counter. I recommend the class no, I didn't recommend. I tell you what I bought. Okay, or what I believe in. Okay, so okay, I think there are, you know, roughly this for those people who just came in on Premium More. I think there's a 7% discount on Premium More that's ending in about 20 minutes. Store-wide 7%. Okay, you can go get it. Okay, I'm happy to answer some questions right now. So for those who came in for shopping, shop +1, you can see what you have there. I'm here answering finance question. Apologies for hijacking Premium More channel. Okay, yes. Okay, are you guys able to grasp what I shared tonight? If yes, you know, give me some signal, okay, so that I know. I don't know how to ask these YouTube people that you have 452 of you, only 240 if you give a like, you know, but it's so difficult, everybody give you a like. Okay, so we'll promote the video. Okay, cool. All right, cool. Okay, yeah, Ju, yes, okay, thank you. For those people, okay, shop +1, yes, shop +1, you see it. Okay, very good advice, thank you. Okay, hey, I didn't give advice, I give an education. Okay, thank you, Caroline. Okay, LST, yes. Okay, so I hope you understand. Yes, I see some signals. Okay, I know. Okay, I can answer some questions right now. Maybe answer a few questions. It's already midnight. Okay, unfortunately the US market only opens at night, so I got to do some of this thing at night, so you all forgive me. Okay, Mr. Lu, do you have any clue and if the folks at Endowers or let us buy US stocks similar to Scythe Trade? Endowers principle is quite different. Okay, I met the CEO and the chairman. Their principles are quite different. Okay, they're more into fund management. They are attracting people who are less speculative and holding on to the long term. Okay, so I believe that is what that we should do investment as well. That's why I'm very aligned with them. Scythe kind of trade, a lot of people speculate, and I don't like that. And when I buy, I usually hold for a very, very long time, 10, 20, 30 years. Okay, yeah, so I think that principle is something that I believed in. Thank you, YM. You say, like, what do you think are likely of a lost decade and S&P 500 going sideways for years? I can't tell, but in case it does go 10 years, I always say, when you invest in something, be prepared for 10, 20, 30 years. Okay, yes. Okay, that's yes. What about funds that have S&P 500 and both Nasdaq component? There are some funds. I have a fund called Dimension Fund. Okay, and I invested in Provident, which is the CEO. There's a CEO of Provident coming to speak this Saturday. Okay, coming to speak Saturday with us in this channel. His name is Chris Tan. Very good man, very wise man, very entertaining as well. And he will give you some of this alternative. You can ask this question to him. Okay, I'm an investor of a fund through his company. Okay, and they do have alternate funds that are also very broad-based like S&P 500. So when I say I invest in S&P 500 and Nasdaq, generally I'm speaking a globally diversified fund. Okay, and I don't like to stock pick. Okay, yes. Any other question? Chris Tan comes across as a nice chap. He's a very, very, very good man, really good man. Okay, would I recommend an SSP bond? The Singapore savings bond, I'm never a big fan to it because you more or less already have a similar thing called a CPF. Is Dimension Fund worth the fee or just stick to ETF? You know, sometimes you want to have a spread of things, so I think a spread of the things is quite good as well. Okay, what time on Saturday? 2 to 4. Yes. If Endowers go bust, what will happen to my Lion Infinity S&P? Because I hold them until I'm 65 years old. So do I. I don't know how much money you have. I have over $500,000 with them right now, and I intend to ramp it up to $1 million. Actually, and without sounding bad of my good friends at Endowers, actually, Endowers really is like a conduit, right? Conduit. It channels funds actually through UOB Kay Hian. So actually, you're buying through UOB Kay Hian. For those people who have bought through Endowers, I don't know about other funds, but the one that I bought S&P 500, I get a statement from UOB Kay Hian. Okay, so actually it's through UOB Kay Hian. So I just need to go and look after UOB Kay Hian. So I don't think UOB Kay Hian is that easy to collapse. Okay, yes. And endowers, I can assure you, I know the founders, they are the founders are quite well to do. I don't think it will collapse. I think most likelihood is that they become so good that they get bought out by one of the the banks or one of the funds. The one that always appear in Channel 8, yes, okay. The gentleman Chris Tan, very good man, okay. I have the honor of inviting him to this thing, okay. Conflict of interest on the part, endowers pay you the market their service policy. That's where I always tell people and they still never get it. They have never paid me a single cent, okay. They've never paid me a single cent. I did it because I think they are a good company, okay. Genuinely, I've never collected a single cent from them, and I've never also paid them a single cent, just in case you think I paid them a cent to market myself, okay. So I think it's a very mutual respect kind of thing, okay. Just to let you know, okay. So you all see me pushing for endowers, all this, okay. It's there's a Chinese saying, 是英雄会英雄, you know, those people who I have a very high regards for people who have integrity and who have got a good heart, you know, and serving the finance community. Mr. Lu, what do you think of stock split? It's a very technical thing. Whenever a stock split happen, it is generally it is good. It's a good sign. That means the share price is too high, too high. So they split it up so that it's more in bite size that the ordinary people can buy. So it's generally a good thing. Okay, thank you. And ours is a dream come true for me to accelerate growth of my OA. Wow. Okay. Cool. Okay. D, you are a angmo, is it? Sorry, not derogatory term. Yes, Endow is actually very good. Okay, I enjoy in some sense the relationship with them. Okay, have you ever buy short funds? It means have I ever shorted the market? Is it? No, I've never. You see, shorting the market is this. Okay, shorting the market means that the upside is limited, but the downside is a lot. You know what short not? In Chinese it's called 卖空. That means you don't have the stock, but you sell the stock. So let's say something is $1. You short the stock at $1. Listen carefully. You short, that means you sell the stock at $1. And how you make money is that you actually believe that the share price will collapse. Let's say it collapses from $1 to 0. How much you make? From $1, you short the stock and it collapses to 0. You make $1. And you cannot make more than that. The stock cannot go negative. Okay? So from $1 it collapsed to $1 to 0, and that's your maximum upside is $1. Okay, yes, $1. But what happens when the share price goes up? It can go up to $2, $3, $4, $5, $10. Then you start making losses. You gotta buy the stock back, you know. You sell the stock at $1, you gotta buy it back at $10. Can you see that the upside when you short the stock is limited, but the downside is unlimited? I say again, when you short a stock, the upside is limited and the downside is unlimited. Why the hell do you want to do that? Right? This kind of risk is something we don't need. Right? It's as if giving you a revolver and play Russian roulette, you know. Let's say there are 100 chambers inside, I give you one bullet, okay? And say that, you know, you just squeeze one trigger, you know, if never blast, I give you $1 million, you know. Whatever price you give me, I also won't take. Why? Because for the upside is limited, you get 1 million. The downside is, bang, little see out, right? So, you know, downside is unlimited, okay? Right, cool, right? So it's very dangerous. Okay, I don't know what happened to this Facebook. Oh my goodness, Lu family. Okay, I think the internet just died on this one. Just give me 1 minute on this. Okay, yes. All right. Okay. Yep. All right. I don't know what happened. Okay. So will CPF allow endowers to buy US market? I think it should be safe. No, I don't use that judgment. Okay. Yes, don't use that judgment. I don't know what happened to this internet. Oh my goodness. Okay, yep. Okay, I can't do it. Sorry, guys. For those people who have got a problem with the internet, jump straight to my YouTube. It's a lot safer. All right, cool. Sorry, guys. I don't know what happened to the internet. Okay. That's why I always tell you, please go to my YouTube channel, 1865YT+1, okay? For those people who came in for the shopping, sorry guys, shopping on Premium Mall, you've got 15 minutes before the 7% runs out on store-wide voucher, okay? Yes. No, I haven't heard about the Glencore company, okay? I'm shorting the Dow Jones since 2 weeks ago. It's kind of dangerous. There's some money you don't need to have. Yeah, it's very dangerous, right? It's very dangerous. I don't think yes, YouTube is generally more stable. You're absolutely right. Okay, D, yes. Okay, so I actually think that that there's some money, you know, that is really gambling, right? Why are there so many shorty? Because, you know, they are gamblers, right? What do you think of do you think the current market will incentivize more young people like Gen Z to move cash in the CPF? I don't know whether they will, but I've been encouraging a lot of them to first build a foundation layer at their CPF. So you can, in some sense, become like me, right? When a storm hits or whatsoever, yeah, you don't like it, but you know, what the hell, right? You know, even if I collapse everything on top, you know, I still have, you know, I'm not a simple man. I got what brand is this t-shirt? This t-shirt I think got no brand. Okay, I live quite simply, right? My wife want to live a little atas, so I just, you know, the foundation layer is good enough. Okay, is Tesla stock good to buy now? I don't know how to judge. I don't believe in stock picking. I say for 1,000 times, don't pick stocks. What do you think about why you go so fast here? What do you think of the Endowus core portfolio mixed with bonds? I always think that bonds should mix with equity should mix with bonds, but I'm not familiar with that portfolio. You know what? I'm getting the chairman of Endowus to come and speak to us. Okay, but that will probably, we're trying to organize a live event in person. That means we'll book an auditorium, invite every one of you, and I told Sam and Greg that let's do that. You know, the CEO and the chairman and the chief investment officer. Let's book an auditorium. We have not have a live event for a long time, you know, since the pandemic. Let's book an event. I think you still have to wear a mask, but let's do that, shall we? We've not seen each other before. Let's do that, okay? Yes, okay. Does it make sense to top up CPF? Hello, this is 1M65. You're still asking this question. I must take leave. We'll probably do it in the evening or a Saturday, okay? Yes, and I think yeah, let's do it in person, right? Then you see that Mr. Lu is a real human, not a robot. Okay. Yes. CPF live worthwhile? Of course. Yes. Okay. Yes, Mr. Lu, I will support and attend the event. Okay. Interest rate up impact is big for everything. Yes, of course. Yes. When is it? We're very excited to go for the event. You probably in end June, early July, or 1 month later. We're trying to arrange a date. They got book auditorium and things like that. I used to tell him, you know, let's book the entire indoor stadium, man. Yeah, our 165 community is so big, right? You know, we can invite everybody. 20,000 Premium Mall got the 200,000. Yeah, not so much go and support me, so that you know that you feel, you know, it's not the, you know, it's like 演唱会, right? It is not the same when you listen to the music on the earpiece, but when you go and feel the music, you feel the pulse, you know. I think in person we could infuse all this energy, you know, this investment energy in you. The experience is wonderful. Okay, what's your current allocation on equities, bond, and cash? I don't know. Market has been moving up and down until I cannot see the indoor stadium where I sign up. Okay, I don't know. I haven't yet. Wait, still planning. And how and about how much? No, I will definitely attend. Okay, cool. Okay, already attended event 500 people. What's that? Okay, can book MBSB enough. Okay, well anyway, I'm not the one paying, you know, Endowus is paying. Okay, yes, don't forget, 1865 is 1865 is at the heart of it a public service, is a non-profit organization. Okay, yes, Endowus Ului Ului. Okay, for those people who have got 10 more minutes for your 7% voucher in Premium Mall, you can go and shop there. I need to say this so that when I use the Premium Mall channel, you know, my wife wouldn't kill me. Okay, yes. Mr. Lu, what do you think to defer CPF out from 65 to 70 years old? Most people are unwilling with 5 years if I reach $1 million. I think it makes absolute sense depending on longevity. You know, most people now live very long lives. My father is 84. I think he's more healthier than me, man. Yeah. Okay. And you know, you know, I think you should defer your CPF payment payout from 65 to 70 for CPF. Mr. Lu, how are you? I'm 49 years old, going 50. Yes. Free admission for endowers customer. I don't know. I haven't plotted all the detail, right? If interest rate rise, CPF 2.5% doesn't seem attractive anymore. Therefore, you should fill up your 4 to 5% in your capture 4 to 5% in your SA. Okay. If Mr. Lu Bo Lui, then who are we? Okay, front row seats. Yes. Okay. Yes. So I mean, it's not okay. I'm not some superstar. Don't think of me as a superstar. I'm a very down to earth person. Any one of you who have met me before, you know, you say hi to me. I will, if unless that day I was on, you know, then I will come to you. Okay. Same age as PM in waiting. Okay, so Lawrence Wong and I were same company mate in OCS. Yes, we're on Delta company together. He's a lot more brighter than me, but we're in the same company. Scholar company, but he's platoon 1 and platoon 3. If you understand the difference, okay? Platoon 1 are the super top scholar. Then the rubbish scholars like me are in platoon 3. What are you planning? Are you planning to do YouTube live for long term? Well, I enjoy this process of talking to you guys. Yes. Okay, financial literacy is lacking in many people. I've been doing this since 2015. Yeah, to teach everybody, right? Do we have to pay for the talk? I don't know. Whether I suspect it's always better to pay a little bit so that people will come. A lot of people just book already after that fly kite. So even if they pay, I don't think it will. It's more to make sure that people after pay already they come. Right? So if I were to suggest maybe $5 something, what the hell is $5 now? This one char kway teow is not enough. If you don't have $5 to afford, you cannot afford to do any investment. Okay, so I would imagine at least some money there would be good, right? A lot of people fly this airplane, and then we reserve the seat for you. Then someone else is being deprived. You never turn up. That kind of thing I hate it the most. Okay, cool. Okay. Why is financial literacy not taught in our school here in Singapore? I have been I sit in the college advisory committee of my junior college. We've been pushing that quite a bit, but simply because the teachers have too many things to do already, right? Cannot afford to push. So I try as much as possible when I can as alumni to give talks and things like that. Yes, okay. Yes, yeah, those people, please. I don't know why 100 of you. Can someone who is in the 100 that's not given a like in YouTube tell me why you haven't given a like? Yes, okay. I'm gonna be very naggy on this. Okay, cool. Yes, it's good to have some commitment fee. Yeah, and you know what? I think most of case endowers will give you back in some freebies and things like that. Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. Cool. Thank you. Joey's. Okay. Yes. Okay. So let's take a snapshot again of what the whole storyboard is. Okay. Of today. Okay. So Mr. Lu has gone in $50,000 into the Nasdaq. Okay. If it dips some more, I'll buy some more. Okay. Okay. So I think I'm spreading out. Okay. This is still a nibbling strategy. And go further down and down. I'll nibble away down. This one, I don't think it will be a quick rebound. Will it go down some more? Maybe. I don't know. But if go down some more, buy some more, go down, buy some more, go down, buy some more, go down, buy some more. Okay. Yes. So I think it's still a nibbling strategy that I'm doing. So I think that's why I think it is. There are signs that, you know, the things are not as bad as I said. I've already said it in my previous video. If you can watch it, you will understand. Okay, cool, right? So with this, I hope you also understand what the Nasdaq is. Do not blindly do whenever Mr. Lu do, you do kind of thing. Dangerous, right? You need to understand the logic of it. Okay. Yes, yeah, it's very likely they never log on. Yeah, just log on. Why is so difficult? Yeah. Anyway, Mr. Lu, although you've been doing this CPF advisory since 2015, but I wouldn't about know you if I'm not giving talks to your wife's channel. It's called 缘分, right? 缘分, right? Have my wife not collapsed on the screen, you all will never see me appearing on screen, right? You know the story? Yeah. Putin will come out to give a talk. Is it? I don't know. Okay. Yeah. Yes. So with this, okay, right? I think it's getting late, so I shouldn't hold back your time. Okay. Every time Endowers Sam goes live, have less than 10 viewers. Oh, well, you know, when we come live into all this, I'll expect every one of you turn up. Okay. Yes, okay. Mr. Lu asking tough questions on behalf. It will be very entertaining. Okay. Is DCA advisable for leverage? No, leverage funds are very dangerous. Okay. Mr. Lu, what is required to be able to do stock picking? Attending a course on value investing by Columbia Business School help. I attended a school from Stanford, even better than Columbia. Sorry, okay. I still do not do stock picking easily. Yeah, it's very difficult. Okay, I have a Stanford business class, Stanford business school. They actually taught you how to do it. Wow, cheap man. Okay, yes. How many tranches are you planning to do by the dip? I kind of prepare myself for maybe 10 to, I don't know, 20 tranches this time. Yes. Mr. Lu is sharing. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Yes. Good night. Okay. So anyway, for those people who are tired already, I think please go and take a rest. I usually don't talk so much, but these are turbulent times. I want to come out and just make sure everybody knows what I'm doing. Okay. Do you see me panicking? No. I want to stay the course. I bring calm and stability into all my viewers just to make sure you guys are okay. Don't freaking panic at this point in time, okay? Don't panic, okay? There's no need to panic if you follow all the right principles, right principles of investment, okay? Right, cool, okay? So for those who are tired now, please go on. I'll just answer a few more questions and then we call it a day, okay? Yes, wow, that's a lot of tranches. Thanks for selfless sharing. Thank you, okay? Yeah, you're very welcome. QQQ no dividend lay. You cannot expect growth stocks to have dividends. You cannot expect dividend stock to have growth. Okay, I say that many times. Already. They're two mutually exclusive things. Okay. Mr. Lu getting hungry? No. Mr. Lu, you mentioned before this volatility may go on for months. Any changes to it, please? I don't know. If Mr. Putin come out and just say, I'm going to launch nuclear missile at Finland for joining NATO, that will change things, right? Okay, then there's life, Then we gotta space it out again. 10 to 20 tranches is a lot, yeah. Well, you gotta just prepare to space it out. Okay, yes. So the things can change very suddenly, but that's just life. Okay, yes. Okay, and then what's your YouTube channel? 1M65, yeah. Okay, you can type 1M65YT+1 and go over there and subscribe. A lot of my announcements I make that. A lot of times in Facebook, I don't live it and I live there. Okay, I live there simply because I got not enough phones, right? And there is more for finance and premium more is more for a handbag for my wife and kid Lu, right? Okay. It's better to buy US listed QQQ to export US estate duties. Yes. Okay. Yeah, in some form, yes. Do you expect SSB? Do you recommend SSB amid this turbulent time? I like turbulent time, don't you think? Okay. I like turbulent time. I only see you getting excited, not panicking. Yes. I like it when it crash. Yeah. For those people who wants to go to my YouTube channel, 1M65YT+1, go there, hit subscribe, and you'll follow it. Okay. Yes. Which brokerage should I recommend Nasdaq buy? There's a lot of brokerage you can buy. Almost all of them you can buy. Okay, I can tell you I use Standard Charter, but you can use a lot of other brokers. Standard Charter is not the most cheapest. Why I like the Standard Charter is because they have an office that I can go hang someone and they offer me a relationship manager that I can call when things sometimes happen. Which platform do you use your Sing dollar to buy USD? Standard Chart, yes. Okay. Cool. Yes. Okay. Cool. All right. Good. Okay. Good. Okay. Good. Okay. So I want everybody to stay calm, stay steady, and have a good sleep. No, I want to. Yeah, it's late, right? 12:30. Okay. I think the 7% is over, but okay. I just want you to stay calm and stay safe so that you don't panic in times like this. Cool. Okay. Okay, so good night, everybody. Okay, is Poem safe and reliable? I don't know, but Philips Security has been around for some time. I don't think it's going to collapse. Okay, yes. Okay, all right, good. Marian, good night to you. Oh, Kenny, walao, good to see you, man. Okay, yes. Okay, Jim, good night. Okay, good night. Okay, good night, everybody. Okay, cool. All right, good. Okay, good night, everybody. Ben just now, who said he's coming to join the channel. I don't even know. Good night to you too. Okay. Okay, Cole WS, good night to you. Zach, good night to you as well. Roy Van, good night to you too. Okay, good night everybody. Okay, Chilin, good night to you. Okay, good night to you. Okay, cool. Good night. Okay, enjoy your night. Okay, there's nothing to panic about. Okay, nothing to panic about. Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, good night. Okay, good night to you. Good night, everybody. Okay, good night, Ju. Okay, I'm gonna. Okay, so good night. I'm gonna off here right now. Okay, cool. Yes, good night, Ashton and Janice and NCL. Okay, NACL. Let's sort. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. Okay. Delete this. Okay, delete this. All right, cool. And good night to you, Sharon and Lillian. Good night to you. Okay. I'm gonna off this also. Okay, good night. All right, thanks for giving the likes. Okay, good night. Good night. I'm gonna off it right now. Okay, die. All right. Yes. Okay. Okay, and for those in YouTube, thank you. We'll see you another day. Okay, good night. Okay, I'm gonna off it right now. Okay, good night. Thank you.